Right, and 3, 2, 1. Hi guys, welcome to Teach Together Try. Today we are looking at the very exciting friendly facts. And when we say friendly facts, we really mean friendly factors. We're really looking at friendly factors. And our success will be shown by the fact, small joke there, the fact that we are able to break down large multiplication sums into smaller ones usually involving the numbers 2 and 5 as factors. Now, as usual, I'm going to teach you how to do it, then we'll do one together, and then you'll try one all by yourself. Okay, so let's have a go. Here we go. I'm just going to teach you. Your job is to watch how I do this, how I break this down into friendly factors, just like this, guys. Friendly facts and friendly factors, because we can't do 25 times 32. It's just too hard at this point. So let's break it down. And can I tell you straight away, I'm trying to get these magical factors. I'm trying to get the 5 and I'm trying to get the 2 because, of course, 5 times 2 equals 10, and that's going to be really easy to work with. So I'm looking for that. I wonder if I can get it. Well, I bet you wonder as well. Let's have a go. Right, 25 times 32. Well, I know the factors of 25 are 5 and 5. Well, that's great. Let's put down 5 times 5. That's really good. Okay, so we're breaking it down already. So times over here. So 25 becomes 5 times 5. And 32 becomes, well, you can do 16 times 2, can't you? 16 times 2. So straight away, guys, I've got some friendly factors in there. Look, I've got this lovely 5, lovely, and this lovely 2, lovely. How friendly they are. Let's move these factors around so they're next to each other. Remember, 25 is the same as 5 times 5, and 32 is the same as 16 times 2. So this sum here is still the same as 25 times 32. Let's just move these factors around to make them appear even friendlier. So we'll keep this 5 here. Hey? We'll keep that 5 there. So that's done. We'll cross him off just to say he's done. Let's move this 2 over here so he's next to this 5 to make it super friendly. 5 times 2, and remember, it's all about getting that 5 and the 2, guys, because that's what makes it friendly. 5 times 2, let's cross him off, we're done here, times 5 times 16. Okay, I don't like this 16 very much, but we'll see if we can do something about that. Okay, now you should be able to start to answer this because we've got some friendly factors here, some very friendly factors, 5 and 2. Here they are. 5 and 2 equal what, guys? 5 times 2 equals 10, the friendliest of all. What a lovely number. So now our question is 10 times 5, right, times 16. So this is looking like a better sum straight away. This is looking like a better sum straight away. Because you might even be able to work out that. You might be able to work out that 10 times 5 really equals, guys, 50, doesn't it? So a new sum is 50 times 16. 50 times 16. Now I understand that 50 times 16 is a bit hard to do. I wonder if we can break this down again to get that magical 5 and 2. Let's see if we can break it down a bit further. I know we can get a 2 out of here, can't we? Look, 2 times 8. This is going to be easier. 2 times 8. And then we can even just keep the 50 here. We don't need to break that down. That's pretty good. Well, look at this. Now we've got 50 times 2, which is 100, isn't it? 100, which is really easy to do. 100 times 8, which equals, I hope you could probably work out, 800. Okay, and look, and if you didn't get that, we can just go back to the beginning. We had 25 times 35. We turned the 25 into 5 times 5. We turned the 32 into 16 times 2. We got our magical 5 and 2. They're important to get because they give us the friendly 10. We moved them around so the 5 and 2 were next to each other. So this 5 came down there and that 2 came down there. So that was 5 times 2. Then this 5 came over here and this 16 came over there. And then we could turn this 5 times 2 into 10, which was a little bit easier. So this was just 10 times 5 times 16. We just kept these the way they were. All right. So 10 times 5 took us over here, didn't it? Took us to 50, which became 50 times 16. That 16 is just this 16 over there. That's just connected to that. That's the same one. But we thought, oh, 50 times 16 is a bit hard. So we broke down 16 into its lovely 2 again, which is great. We got that magical 2 again. It's always good to get the 2. So this became 50 times 2 times 8. And 50 times 2, I mean, that's just easy to do. That became 100. So this became 100, or became 100 times 8, which equals 800. I hope that makes sense. Let's do one together. Okay guys, here we are. Here's one we're going to do together. This is 36 times 15, and I wonder if you can break these down into factors. And remember, we're trying to go for friendly factors, so that means we're looking for the wonderful 2 and the wonderful 5. I wonder if you can find some factors that go into these numbers over here, 36 and 15, that are 2 and 5. It's all about trying to find that 2 and 5. Okay. Oh, I can see one straight away. One could go here, and one could go there. Can you tell me where the 2 and the 5 are going to go? Okay, I hope you worked out 5 could go here. 5 can definitely be a factor of 15. That would be 3 times 5, wouldn't it? 3 times 5. And 2 can go over here. 2 can be a factor of 36, and that's going to be 18 times 2. Just divide 36 by 2. 18 times 2. Right, so here we go. 36 times 15 is the same as saying 18 times 2 times 3 times 5. It's the same. It's going to equal the same thing. Okay? It's going to equal the same thing. So let's rearrange these so it's nice and friendly, which means you put the 2 and the 5 together. Can you do that for me now? Why don't you write it down here or in your book, putting the 2 and 5 together. So pause me and do that. Okay, I hope you did that, and it should look a bit like this. 2 times 5, because we're putting them together, aren't we? So that's really important. So we'll cross that out, and we'll cross that out. That's done. Times 18 times 3, so we'll put that down. We've just moved them around, haven't we? Okay, times 18 times 3. And we've done those now. We can cross those out if that makes it simpler for you. We've done them. And we've moved it round, so this 2 and the 5 can be together, which equals... Can you write that down for me, what 2 times 5 is? Can you write it down there in your book? I hope you've paused me and done that, because we're doing this together, aren't we? So I hope you wrote down 2 times 5 equals 10, which is great news, because that's easy to use, isn't it? 10 times, we've got this 18 here, so we'll just move the 18 down. That's fine. Just keep it nice and simple. 10 times 18 times 3. Okay, now I'm not thrilled about this 18. I'd really actually like to break that down if I could. So I wonder if it might be helpful if we keep the 10, because we like the 10. We'll keep the 10. Let's break it down into 2. That might be helpful. You never know. 10 times 18 is the same as saying 10 times 2 times 9, because 2 times 9 is 18, times 3. We'll see how that goes. That might make it a bit easier. Well, it does make it a bit simpler, because this becomes 10 times 2. 10 times 2 becomes 20, doesn't it? So now it's 20 times 9 times 3. And you can even arrange that, guys. You can even arrange that, and we can arrange that differently. So that's written down. Well, can you arrange it so it's nice? Can you arrange it so it's a little bit easier to read? Because I can. What would you do? Have a go and show me what you would do. Right, I would go 3 times 20 times 9. Because 3 times 20 we can do, guys. 3 times 20 is just 60, isn't it? 3 2's are 6, add the 0 is 60. So this becomes 60 times 9. And you should, if you know your tables, and Mr. Burns says you have got to know your tables, you should know that 6 times 9 is 54, because it's really a 60 over here, isn't it? We just have to add this 0, and that becomes 540, and that should be our answer. And remember, guys, as much as possible, it's about getting this magic 2 and the magic 5. They're the friendliest factors you're going to get. You're going to have a go all by yourself. How about 30 times 42? Go on, have a go. Pause me, see if you can break it down into some friendly factors, like 2 and 5. That's a good start. And see how you go. See if you can get the answer. Alright, pause me and have a go all by yourself. Okay, this is what you should have gotten, or something like this. I wonder if you got this as your final answer. What I did was 30 times 42. I broke down 30 into 5 times 6, and 42 into 2 times 21. And this 2 and this 5 here I moved over here to give me this lovely 10, because that's 5 times 2 is 10. Then I just carried that 6 down there and moved that 21 down. So that became 10 times 6 times 21, which became 60 times 21, which then became, well, the 21 was too hard for me to deal with, so I broke that up into 7 times 3. So, sorry, that became 60 times 7 times 3, which became, well, 60 times 7 I can do in my head. 6 sevens are 42, so just add that 0 there, becomes 420. So then that became 420 times 3, and I really felt that was as far as I could get it down. And I can do the rest in my head. 3 times 400 is 1200, so there's your 1200, and 3 times 20 is 60, so there's your 60, so I just added it together. And I hope that has been helpful with friendly factors, and I hope you've been able to break down large multiplication sums into smaller ones, usually involving 2 and 5 as factors. Thanks for watching.